Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my Masters of the Universe Origins Skeletor of the 2000X or 2002 version of Skeletor. I'm pretty sure like ages and ages ago I did a video on the figure from back then, like, you know, the actual 2002 figure. Unfortunately it's now packed away, so I can't have it out with this one. And I'm also pretty sure that I did a video on the original Origins Skeletor, which is like the 80s version. So this is built like the 80s toy but with more articulation for modern times, because you can like swap the limbs for some reason in this line. But it's made to look like the Skeletor from the 2000X show. So we will zoom in. You get a really nice facial sculpt. Unfortunately they did go for the yellow thing, whereas like in the show he had a more like a white face, white bone face, not the yellow face. But you can see, you know, lovely sculpting that they've done. Probably exactly the same Skeletor body really. I don't have my other, actually I do have my other Origin Skeletor somewhere at hand, but I think that he's on top of Panther, and yeah, he can stay on top of Panther. Basically the Havoc staff is exactly the same, which I think is kind of sad, because the Havoc staff that came with the original 2000X figure, it's so much cooler looking. Like, it was very thin for the figure to hold, but it had you know, the actual skull appearance and stuff, whereas this is just, you know, molded plastic. So it's like the same Havoc staff that came with the original, you know, Moto Origins Skeletor. I think the armor is different because the 2000X one had like, you know, the shoulder flaring, and I think like the central part was different, but he has the skirt, whereas I don't remember the original having the skirt or that style. I think, you know, the Moto Origins one actually had the boots, whereas this has the, you know, mutated feet, which I'm pretty sure the 2000X one had. Now, the accessory. So the original Origins one came with the sword that, you know, was like half of the sword required to open up Castle Grayskull. So Skeletor had one half, He-Man had the other half. For this series, the original figure's sword was basically the same kind of concept. It was a sword that looked like this, but it was, I think, one had a red gem, I think, and one had, I can't remember the colour of the other one. This is the problem with not having it around. But that sword actually split into two different swords for that Skeletor to use, whereas this one has the handle like those swords, but this sword doesn't split into the two like that one, which is kind of unfortunate. It's, you know, missed opportunity. But I think that part of it comes down to the fact that they're just sort of reusing things, which is very, very sad. I think the original 2000X one had armour that actually came around the back as well, so this is all opened up. On my one, this back clip goes frequently, so, you know, very frustrating in that. But it probably makes it easier to swap the limbs. I don't think I actually showed the swappable limbs with the earlier ones, so I'll just do it now. Whoops, there goes the Havoc stuff. See, they all come with this kind of pin, so you can just change the limbs as required. Same articulation of virtually all the other ones, the elbow, the wrist, the head. There is a bit of up and down, but of course his hood gets in the way a bit there. Waist articulation, no ab crunch. Knee, basically top of boot, foot on both of those, Van Dam split, sort of that to the front and even less to the back, because you know the butt flap and all of that. You can see that pin thing that I meant, you know, like it goes together, it clips, but then it very easily unclips too. So I picked this up from the warehouse online. It was part of the 40th anniversary Master of the Universe stuff, so you can see the 200X logo, and on the back it also shows Mantenna, He-Man up there, because I can't adjust the camera at the moment, and Pighead, who I think was like the opponent to Sunman or something, who either came in a line before this one, like a wave before this one, or the wave after this one. I can't remember which one it is. That is the sword. So a lot better than the original Origin sword, because it's actually a full sword. And the Havoc staff. So very much like the original Havoc staff. All around, very cool figure. Of course, like I said, it came from the warehouse. There's no point giving you a link. Look it up, see if they're available in your area, because I got these randomly. Whoever packed them, you know, I ordered two, I got a Skeletor, I got a He-Man. Whoever packed them knew what they were doing. So I thank them for that if they happen to watch this. I think it got packed somewhere in Christchurch, because it didn't take long to arrive. But yeah, for last I looked, these things were basically sold out everywhere. So your only hope to really find anything is Trade Me. And yeah, you're paying like twice the price, if not more. So that's really unfortunate, but all around this dude's really cool. I'm really pleased with it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.